Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a video reviewing Morphe brushes. Now I got a request to do this a while ago, but at the time I had only purchased like 3 Morphe brushes and now I have a lot more. So Morphe is a super affordable company. The website is morphebrushes.com. I will leave it linked down below. And what's awesome is they really work with a ton of YouTubers, and so there's always discount codes. It's not that much, it's only 10%, but I mean, still, that's 10% that takes the tax off essentially. So I know that like Patrick Starr has a code, Jaclyn Hill, obviously she made a freaking palette with them. She better have a discount code. Manny MUA, and I'm sure tons more. So if you feel like shopping on there, just pick your favorite YouTuber or somebody you want to support. I usually do Manny MUA because I love him and I really want to support him. But go ahead, use their discount code because it helps them out. So if you like them, help them out, and it helps you out. You get 10% off. So all of their brushes range from like anywhere from like $3 to $25, and the $25 ones are the like top of the line, like super nice brushes. So there's really a price point for everyone. So I'm just going to kind of go through and talk about some of the brushes that I have. So let's start. I have a few face brushes. I feel like I'm missing one. Okay, so for face, I have 4 of their brushes. I have the Morphe M409, which is a big domed kind of blush brush. I was kind of bummed about this one because online I thought it was going to be smaller. I thought it was going to be something like this to where I could like contour with it. But I mean, it's just a big fluffy like bronzer blush brush. Nothing really special about it, but I mean, it is a good brush. So if you need something like this, it's good. Then I have the Morphe M439, which if you watch Jaclyn Hill or Manny MUA, you will know why I bought this. It is seriously the best foundation brush in the world. Sorry, yes, it's dirty. I used it on my face today. Sorry. But it is, I will reach for this over my Sigma F80 brush. It is so dense that like there are no streaks. My Sigma F80 is really good, but like I still find that it leaves some streaks, and like I kind of have to like go over and keep buffing it. This buffs amazingly. Oh my god, it's so good, and I think it's like $12.99 or $14.99, so really not a bad price for the quality of brush that you're getting. I love this one, so glad I bought it. I so understand what all the hype is about it. And then I have the Morphe M405 brush, which is a small angled fluffy brush. I use this to contour, and I talked about this in a favorites video not too long ago. I really like it because it's dense towards here and then it kind of fluffs away, so you can like put that contour right where you need it, then put the whole brush down and just kind of buff up. The one thing I will say, I think like these ones, the ones with the white hair, I think they're maybe natural hair. I may be wrong, but I think these versus the ones with the black bristles, these ones like tend to fray. Like you can kind of see there's like little dudes coming off of here. It frays a lot easier, and that's the story with all of the ones with white hair, which I think are natural hair. Tell me down below if you know for sure. But especially when I wash them, they fray super bad. And I'm careful about washing my brushes, and I use good stuff to wash my brushes. But I just found that these ones with the white hair tend to fray a little bit worse. It's nothing like terrible, but it kind of like bums me out. I don't know. They just tend to fray a little bit. So that is one thing I will say, is that I like the ones with the black bristles a little bit better. They're also a little bit softer, but anyway, so this is just like a contouring brush. I really like it. I use it every single day, and I think this one was $7.99. And then I picked up some of their Elite collection. The Elite collection is limited edition, but literally just could not pick some up. Everybody was saying such amazing things about them that I was like, I have to. So the ones that I wanted, of course, were sold out because I was slow in buying them. But I did pick up the E7 brush, which I used in a foundation first impressions not too long ago. So if you want to see it in action, check out that one. But it's just a tiny little flat angled brush, and it is perfect for buffing out concealer. It works amazing. I realize I really don't like using my finger to buff out concealer because then I have like stuff all over my fingers and stuff like that, you know what I mean. But this buffs it so amazingly. I also have the Sigma F86, which is another like kind of cult favorite like concealer buffing blending brush, but I just find this grabs too much concealer and then it gets really, really nasty really quick, and it just bugs me. This one doesn't do that. It really keeps the stuff in place but just buffs it out really nicely. I love it, and the bristles are so soft. So soft. This one was a little bit more expensive. Let me find out. So this one was $11.99, and again, I thought I was going to be getting something a little bit bigger. I thought I was going to get something like the Sigma F80, where it would just be a bigger foundation buffing brush, but I'm okay with this because it's amazing, and you could use this for foundation. It's just a little bit smaller, so it's going to take a little bit more work. Okay, so those are all of the face brushes that I have. Now let's go on to eyes. So I picked up, they had this trio online not too long ago, and it is the Flawless Trio, and it was $14.99 for 3 brushes. So amazing, and these brushes are so freaking good. So this one is the M507. These are all from the Flawless collection. Just a very tiny, all of the ones in the Flawless collection are like tapered blending brushes. This one is the M514, so it's just a little bit bigger. And then this one is the M504, which is probably the size, like here's my Sigma E40. So on the bottom is the Sigma E40, on the top is the Morphe, so it's about the same size as that. It's just a big, fat, fluffy blending brush, and I honestly reach for this way more than I reach for my Sigma brush, because since it's tapered, you can really like get into the crease, and it just buffs out amazingly. Oh my god, I love this brush so much. If you need a blending brush, get this one. It's the Morphe 504. It is so good. I love it. And then these other two are just as good. They're just for different purposes. Since it kind of gets gradually smaller, you can kind of like transition color, crease color, and then if you really want to like define your outer V, this one is perfect for it, because since it's so tiny but it's still a blending brush, you can place it and blend it at the same time without it being too diffused. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, so this is the Flawless Trio, but you can purchase these individually as well. So also with the Elite collection, I picked up the E29, which is a big, again, fluffy blending brush. I'll compare it to the Sigma E40. So it's not as long, but it's just as dense. And this thing is amazing as well. It is so good. It's so soft and it buffs out amazingly, and I can't get enough of this one. I love it so much, like so much. It like Tide. These two blending brushes are life. I love them so much, and I think this one was $6.99. Oh, I forgot a face brush. I totally forgot this is a face brush. So this is the Morphe M501, and again, if you watch Jaclyn Hill, you'll know why I bought it, because it's her favorite highlighting brush, and it's just a very long, very light, fluffy brush. So this is great for setting under eye or for applying a like precise highlight, and it does just that. It does the job. It's really good. It's under 10 bucks. I think it's $7.99, I believe. I'll link all the brushes that I talk about, or I'll list them all down below for you guys. But this is amazing. I mean, it's just a great setting / highlighting brush. Like, that's all. It's just great. And then this is the back to eyes. This is the Morphe M439. Again, Manny MUA. He told me about it, and so I had to buy it because I listened to what he says. Sorry. This is, I think it's kind of a dupe for the MAC 217, I think is what it's called, where it's kind of a paddle brush almost, to where like one side is, you know, like a brush, and then it tapers off a little bit, so it's good for defining your crease and then buffing it out. So you can lay it flat to press the color into your crease, put it, like turn it, and buff it all out. It does just that. It's just as amazing as Manny said. Again, these ones with the white bristles tend to kind of fray a little bit more, which I don't really like, but it's nothing that like worries me that much. It's just something that I want to share with you guys since I'm fully reviewing the brushes. It doesn't like affect how well they work, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, and the last two brushes that I have, this is another one from the Elite collection. This is the E29, and it's a brow brush. So has a little, tiny little, you know, angled brush on one side and a spoolie on the other, and I was hoping that this was going to be a dupe for the Anastasia number 12 brush, which is like the most amazing, like holy grail brow brush. It's not, unfortunately. So the Anastasia one is this guy and the Morphe one is this guy. So you can see the Morphe one is a lot bigger. And so if you're a person that maybe just uses a little bit of powder to fill in your brows or a little bit of pencil and you just want to like have a brush that just kind of sweeps all the product in, this is great. But if you're like me and you need definition and you need control when applying your brows, it's not the greatest. I like this for the front half of my brow because since it's big I can just keep dropping brushes. Since it's big I can just kind of get the job done in a short amount of time, but I cannot use this for the tail of my brows. It just doesn't give me enough control because it's just a little bit more, it's just a little bit bigger and a little bit more dense and a little bit more like harder to work with. But again, that is for, I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I need a lot of control, and so this isn't the absolute best for me, but I know this is going to be really, really good for a lot of other girls. And then the last thing is just the M224, which is just a flat concealer brush. I use this as a packing brush. So when I want to pack a pigment on my lid, I use this a lot with MAC Fix Plus to really get a concentrated color on my lid. You can also, I use this for my brow bone highlighter today. You could also use this for concealer for spot treatment, or you can use it for concealer to like define your brows, clean them up, all of that stuff. So this is just a great staple brush. I think it was like $4. I think it was like $3.99. So it was super stinking cheap, and it's great. This brush is amazing. So guys, overall, I would definitely recommend Morphe brushes. I mean, look how many I have. If I didn't recommend them, I would be crazy not to. I think they're fantastic. The shipping does take a little bit longer than other brands that I've noticed. I live in Washington, they're from California, and it takes, from like start to finish, takes about a week and a half to 2 weeks, and I'm really impatient, so that's a lot to me. But I mean, it always comes really nicely packaged, and I mean, it's a reasonable time to wait. I'm just really impatient. So compared to other brands, the shipping isn't as fast because some brands will get to me in like 5 business days, which is amazing. Like Jeffree Star Cosmetics gets to you so fast, it's ridiculous. But anyways, that's really the only downfall, I think. I haven't tried their eyeshadows or any of their other products. I plan on it, and once I buy the eyeshadow palettes, I will do a review and swatches and all of that about them. This is just the only Morphe things that I have so far. So guys, I hope you find that helpful. Let me know what your guys' my favorite Morphe brushes are, because I want to check out more, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't need brushes, but I mean, if I find a cool brush that I love, might as well get one, right? Hashtag makeup addict problems. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll see you later. Bye!